What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the simulator. Welcome back to the channel here at Turbo Talon Golf. I'm out of league events, so I'm going to have to play this Pro Tour Summer, another one at Detroit. It's 2 rounds. We'll knock out both rounds, and then I'm going to find some dinner. Let's check out the first round. 5-foot gimme auto putts. It looks like we're playing black tees, so 6,800 yards total course length, Saturday pins. Normal green firmness with a 12 stimp. 12 stimp. It's going to be pretty rough. Fairway firmness is normal and the wind's breezy. Tournament's at 645 feet. All right, let's load it up. Let us load it up. Items of note. It is in the 90s here in Utah, and it's 85 degrees in the simulator. It's 85 degrees in the old simulator. We should be okay. Bounce out of there. 232. How far do we got to go? 165. That's a 6 iron. I'm fairly sure that it'll hit that tree. I'm fairly sure it'll hit that tree. 3 wood here. I'm gonna try to get something a little low. Got a bit of a backstop, a bit, not too much. What are we looking at for a putt here? We got to remember we got 12 stimp. (13, 14, 15 feet here, a feel. Bogey on the first hole. It is the Pro Tour. I think the next one above this is the tips. SGT tips, and you really don't want to be playing that unless you can hit a ball pretty far off the tee, pretty far, pretty straight, because it's the tips. The Tips Tour, and so much more. Where'd that come from? Get out of here. Boo. Slightly over the top. Face the path wasn't too bad. What do we got here? 220 to the pin. It's a par 4. We need to get slightly aggressive, but it's kind of hard to do that when there is a tree right in front of you. We'll see what we can do. I don't like hitting trees, but at the same time, I'd rather be offline being aggressive than be offline being a pansy. Tips, black tees, 34. What do we got going on here? A little bit of a headwind. Let's just try to get the ball up in the air. Sit. You're gonna make me putt, aren't you? Always. It's hard to get a ball to sit on a 12 stimp green. Pretty docile looking putt here. My HLA's been pretty bad to the right though, if I'm being completely honest. All right, got out of there with a Parsky. That's pretty good for us, especially with 6,800 yard tees. 389 par 4, at least it's not a 389 par 3, right? That should be, well, it should have been a good shot. What do we do there? A little over the top with a closed face, 2.5 degrees open or closed face to path. And now we got a $150 over some trees. Get left, bounce left. Oh, you little son of a... You see that? It acted like it was gonna go toward the pin and then said, no, we are not doing that. There's a severe drop off there. Someone who is smarter than me would have probably aimed a little more left and tried to avoid that. And let's keep in mind that despite what this says, fair greenside bunkers are 50% penalty, so to even get the ball there, we need to hit a 12, basically 12 yard, right? And let's see if those numbers add up. That's a tough shot. Raw carry was 16 in the lab software and 7.7 in the GS Pro software. I am not sure how that oversight still exists, but they did release an update recently and it clearly is not on their list of things to do. And nobody from GS Pro watches this channel, I assure you of that. "24 feet. I don't love it. I don't love bogeys. I would like to stay in the 70s in the simulator. Maybe not on the Pro. Maybe not on the SGT Pro Tour. That's a little bit to ask. This dude's 18 under par. That's absurd. I would love to see that video. Show us your video, bro. Show us your video. Didn't feel very sweet, but it's scooting. Still got 289 to go. That's a long hole. I don't care. I don't care what you say. That's a long damn hole. That's not what I wanted. There we go. 3 wood here. Come on, get left. Good shot. If I'd have just aimed to the green, we would have been way closer. 52 yards in now. Lobby lob wedge. Little bit over the top. Good shot. No complaints. Let's check out the target and the heat map here. This is a tough shot, 48 yards. Pin's not near the center. Birdie try here. That's quite a putt. That's quite a crummy looking putt. Let's just get up above it. 10 footer, 11 and a half feet here. Yes, God, we needed that. All right, 130 yards to this par 3 pin. We got a bit of a tailwind. Let's hit an easy 9-iron here. Get left, get left. Sit. Oh man, that'd have been so nice. Do not roll off the green. Super tough putt here. So tough. Okay, that did not work out. Sculled it. So much for that birdie. 6 feet. Oh, stinking bogeys, dude. Gross. All right, let's see if we can get something going here. Tree trouble. I'm gonna aim to the left of the fairway and take my medicine. We always are in tree trouble on this hole for some reason. because it's a slight dog leg right and the trees are real close to the dog leg. Let's hit a little nuke here. Okay, we are way in tree trouble unless we get a nice bounce left. You guys will see the colliders for the trees on this Detroit course are basically a joke. It's a one solid collider. Not their fault. It's my fault for being here, but I'm gonna nuke one out of here with the 3 wood. Try to keep her low. Okay, solid colliders on the trees, don't get anywhere near them is my advice. If we look at the replay, shot options, replay, go. That one's pretty arguable. Replay exit, that one's pretty arguable, we'll give it that one, but on a real golf course, small tree branches don't stop a ball dead like that. Let's try to bend one around here with the 7 wood. And again, if you get anywhere near a tree, you're gonna hit a collider. "30, 41, 42 feet here. If you go past the pin, you're dead." It's gonna make us putt again, because I am not going past the pin and going off the back of this green. That is how you rack up a bunch of strokes. I'd rather take a bogey. Still almost missed it even with a HLA to the right. "515-yard par 5. Can reasonably expect to hit to about this bunker. I would rather have tree trouble than take 2 strokes for OB. All right, can't stay in the fairway, that's fine. We still got 260 to go. Let's pound this 3 wood in that general direction. Just need to get up. Again, if you are anywhere near a tree, you will hit a collider. I'd say within 6 inches to a foot of a tree, you're gonna hit a collider. Let's see if we can get this ball tidy to the pin here. Thought we'd have been a little more tidy than that with the 12 stimp, but here's to being wrong on the golf course. Luckily, I don't play courses this difficult. I mean, I would, but I don't know if there are any this difficult near my current location. 16, 15. Yes. God, we needed that. Sounds like my neighbors are out here having a tractor pull or something. All right, let's try to nuke a ball here. Nuke a ball. Pretty well nuked. We'll see what she does. Stay out of the bunker. I was way off. That only went like 225. Disregard. Felt nuked. 104 into some wind. Let's hit a gap wedge. What do we got going on this green? I've been getting fooled by these greens. False front. It's not a false front per se, but .104. That was pretty fat. We'll see where we land. All right, that was a waste of a stroke. Thou shalt not double chip. And thou did it anyway. Perfectly good drive ruined. Okay, double chip. This is the third shot we're gonna make just to get near the pin here. And then we're going to roll right past the pin. It's very difficult not to get angry when you do that. Especially when we've had a couple of lucky, very, very fortunate to have a couple of birdies here. 13's going to play more like, I don't know, 8, 9, 7. Got her. Okay, we saved bogey there. Didn't take the dreaded double. 200 to the pin with a headwind. This is a tough shot for someone of my skill level, I will not lie. My clubs at that distance are not super accurate, but we'll see if we can get a 4-iron up there near the pin. All right, get left, please. Stay out of that sand trap. Don't bounce hard. That'd have been a really good shot if it was over a little bit. I'll take it. I'm not gonna lie, I'll take that. Bit of a crappy pin position here. We're high, we're low. I don't know why this needs to move so damn slow. Okay, we're out of the rough. Let's try to land pretty tight to this pin here, because the ball's gonna not go too much further after it stops unless we skull it here. Almost executed that. This putt's for par. Let's see if we can sink it. See if we can keep the HLA under control a little bit here. 11, 12 feet. Got her. Okay, we got a whole 9 holes of golf ahead of us here, plus round 2. What do we got going on here? I don't like anything I'm seeing. Let's move over here. This is one of those times I kind of wouldn't mind hitting a bit of a fadey slice. .161 to the pin on this par 4. 8 miles an hour of wind into our face. Let's hit a crisp 7-iron here. Not crisp enough. Get up. We'll see if we can nestle it up near the pin here and get out of here with a par. It's 15, a little less than 15. Here's what I want to hit. Like to execute a little bit better than that, because now we're looking at maybe taking a bogey. Okay, bogey, that'll put us up 4, even with the many generous chances we've had for birdies. I think we've got 2 so far. Everything else has basically been a bogey. 208, another green that's kind of out of my skill range here. If it was a par 4, it'd be fine, but we got to basically land it on the green here in one shot. 4-iron. That's not gonna make it. Maybe we'll get some rollout. What do we do there? Toey? Yeah. Toey and a little fat. Let's see if we can get the ball near the pin. Bit of a tricky pin position. You can see sticking the ball near the pin is going to be a chore. Looking at another bogey here. Can't seem to connect with the long irons. They were fine yesterday. They're not fine today. It's golf's a crapshoot when you're at my current skill level. Can't sink a putt, and now we're still out of the line by a foot or two. Just nuked that damn putt too hard is all. 6'5", 7'5" here. Another bogey. That puts us 5 up after 11. Let's see if we can get some more birdies here. Must have come across it. We'll be in the rough, but not in the bunker. Poor distance. We still got 200 to the pin. That felt more like not too much over the top, but it was off the heel, which is generally going to create a pretty crummy shot. Drawback, that's probably going to bounce in the sand, and then we got to deal with the old 50% power loss rule. Not great, but we're near the pin. Ball's going to naturally want to come out right, so I don't know how far right to aim. If we want to hit 7, we need to basically hit, I don't know, northwards of 15 because of there's something broken in GS Pro. Okay, game carry was 5 in GS Pro, 12 in the lab software. I would never say anything is a 100% bet, but the data is the same every time. It's basically off by 25%. Okay, that must have been off the heel. That shouldn't have had that shot shape. That's actually kind of strange. And now we got tree trouble. You can't get anywhere near a tree on this course or it's going to knock it down. So we got to get creative. We got to be smarter than the colliders here. I got 150 yards to go. If I go this way, I got to go straight over the tree, which the collider extends above even what you can see on the tree, so that's a stupid shot. If I go here over this low tree, I'm going to be over to the right and possibly have more tree trouble. So I think really the only option I got here is to go under the tree with a very low shot and maybe try to get up on the green. We're talking maybe precision I don't quite have, but I'm always game to give it a shot. Let's take the 3-wood here, put it in the back of the stance. Okay, that did not work. It's actually, that's actually the spot it would have landed in if I would have gone with the option number 2 and tried to pop up over the lower tree. So execution wasn't what I wanted it to be. It was way off the toe, but we're here, we're short-sighted. These are some evil little pin positions. 21. Nuked it, absolutely nuked it. Carry was 32, 28. So GS Pro actually, we got a break from the rough there. Why am I'm putting here. Looking at another delicious calorie-laden bogey here. Ball's gonna break left and then wanna break right and then do some other nonsense. "31 feet. That is not what I thought that ball was gonna do. There's you another bogey. .488. Pretty wide open. If we don't want to have tree trouble, we need to stay to the left here. So I will aim left. We got a little bit of wind that might bring us back to the right. Based on what I'm seeing, we're gonna hit one of the solid colliders on the tree. Let's see here, face to path was 0, so that was just straight left. We're not in bad shape. We went 200 yards regardless. Let's try to get the ball up in this region here. 10. We know we don't want to be in the water, I'll tell you that. So let's hit a 3-wood here and just launch it up there. Am I getting a blister? Too much golf, if there were such a thing, right? Get left. Okay, pretty well nuked shot. I didn't want to be in the water, and I'm not, but I'm not on the fairway either. 70 yards in, this is a par 5. Anything weird going on here? Yeah, the ball's gonna want to dribble to the left. .66 yards. We don't need to record chip shots. Nuke to that ball, get back, come back. Looks like we're about 15 feet out, 17. Slippery little putt here. It's going to play about 14 feet. All right, don't make me putt again. Ah! All right, I can handle 154 yard par 3. That was fat. We're going to have some work to do out of the rough. There is no fairway. Very poor shot. Luckily, we're not even close to what I would consider being short-sided here. .53. That was pretty well nuked. We'll see. Just too much. I don't have any distance control on my lob wedge today. Okay, there, double chip. Kiss of death, boys and girls, is the double chip. We're probably taking a double here. This is shot 4. Yeah, we're probably taking a double or a triple here. That's no good. So now we're up to 8 over. I don't love it. I don't love it. I don't love it. I wanted to shoot in the 70s here, and we're officially at 80. Let's see if we can nuke a ball and get us a birdie attempt. I actually will be lucky to get out with pars. Irons aren't firing today at all. Okay, that ball was hit thoroughly. Let's see if it'll stay out of that bunker. We should be fine. Or should, yeah, now we're in a crummy lie. Oh, you couldn't go one thing over to the right, could you? Ball's gonna come out left. And that come out left it did. Sit. Let's try to get this ball over here for a par. 41 footer. It probably ain't gonna break quite that much. Oh, take the par. I would like, if I can get a birdie, I can break 80 here. We're nowhere near the leader. You guys see the leader's 18 under, final. We're nowhere near that, and that's okay. That's not my current skill level, so. Camera's been rolling the whole time. We'll have to edit that one a lot. Good little fader there. She's sailing, she's sailing. Thinking 230, 240, or 265. Leaving us quite a ways into the pin here. We got two bunkers. We got two bunkers on the green over here. Let's aim a little to the left and let this one fly. 3 wood. All right, she's slicing, she's doing something. Let's see if we can get, okay. That's one time the shitty colliders on this course will benefit you. I would actually like to see in the source code or whatever what the colliders look like, because it honestly just looks like a block of a pyramid of blocks. It wasn't really drawn to the tree branches necessarily. Okay, we can be pretty aggressive with this pin. Or just fly right over it. Goodbye, birdie. What was the carry on my 80 club was 92. And now we're short-sighted. We got to be careful here. Turning wine into water. Oh wow, got real lucky there. It's still gonna make us putt. For par, but how bad is it? It's not bad at all. 6-footer, not bad at all. Okay, I'd really love a birdie here. What can we do to set ourselves up for a birdie? We got a dogleg left, which doesn't exactly cater to our shot. Let's move over to the edge of the tee box. Let's just see if we can nuke one here and try to get a good iron shot in. We might have a tough lie. 250 downhill lie. Deep rough. 158 out of deep rough. That's just going to be a tough shot. It's going to want to go left. And left it went. Run up, run up, run up, run up, run up! Well struck iron shot, 176 carry in the lab software, 126 carry. We lost 50 yards for 20%. That's debatable. Close enough, I'd say. We can be a little aggressive with this pin. 13 yards. All right, we'll take an 80. That course is tough. Check out your scorecard here. Here are your stats. Three greens in regulation. I don't love that. All right, let's load up the next round here. I'm gonna pause you. All right, here are your settings for the round. Something that immediately sticks out at me is the 13 stimp. Firm greens with a 13 stimp. I'm gonna have to be very careful here on my approach shots. Everything else looks about the same, I think, give or take. I don't remember. Sunday pins. Let's load it up. Okay, we're about loaded in here. Okay, little fader there. Probably won't end up in the fairway. Still an amazing shot, 250 plus, which is good for me. Buck 22 into the pin. Bit of a sucker pin here. Let's just get the ball on the green by the pin. I don't want to really play any cute games here. Okay, we're looking a little cute. Hopefully we don't. Yeah, there we go. Yep. That ball didn't even go close to long enough. 112 carry. Nope. That was I used the wrong club. That club doesn't carry that distance. That was just a mental mistake. Okay, we know pretty well by now that we're gonna have to hit double whatever this says. We need to hit about a 22 yarder to even get to my marker stick. And then just got a bad bounce, nothing else to say there. Shots for par. We're probably going to take our first bogey here, but we had a bogey on the first hole last time too. Downhill, breaking left to right. 21 footer, give or take here. Sit down. It's going to make us putt again. Too much juice. Really got to get our distance control down, but it's hard on 13 stimp greens. .445 here on number 2. We got some OB to the left, the dreaded OB. I would rather be in a bunker than have tree trouble here, so let's just aim center mass of the fairway. Bounce over. I believe this is almost exactly the spot we were in on the second hole on the last round. I know we were right. 2, 3 left. If you even think about hitting a tree, you're going to be hitting a collider here. The smartest play here is to get a club lofted well enough to get over the tree colliders, but it's probably not going to get you to the pin. So I'm going to hit an 8-iron just so we are sure to get enough loft here. And that came out more left than I thought. Maybe we'll be on the fairway. And we're probably gonna have tree trouble because I gotta get up. We'll see if it hits the tree. I gotta get 52 yards here. Let's go for like 45. Put that stimp to work. Putting for par, I believe. Let's just get near the pin. Let's try to work on the distance control here with these 13 stimp grains. Just slippery. 19 feet. Almost dropped that ball there. That's nice. Another bogey. 380 on number 3 here. We're playing bogey golf. I don't like it, but that is what we've been dealt here. And I don't hit the ball very far. Farther though. Okay, there's that crummy little fadey slice again. Must have come too over the top. Buck 60 into the pin. Wind's negligible. 7-iron. Come on, baby. Oh, that'd have been so pretty. Now we're playing out of the bunker. Can't hit the irons to save my life today. So always some part of the game that's failing you. $13, we got to hit 26. That actually kind of worked. Okay, 13-yard carry in the lab software, 6-yard carry in GS Pro. That's pretty much a rule at this point. I'm not gonna bring it up anymore. We just know that it's off. 8-footer here. What happened there? Misjudged that one really bad. Another bogey. God darn it. Getting a little tired, getting a little hungry. Still got a lot of golf to play here. Oh no. Oh man. That's how you ruin a par 5. We've got to absolutely just destroy this ball here. Just really make it think about its life for a second. We're going to hit it so hard here. Okay, that was 257.5 carry in the lab software, 229 carry. Obviously we were hitting out of a sand trap. This green looks a little tricky. Damn watch is always trying to tell me something. Felt like I barely touched that ball. It's a good problem to have, or is that a bad problem to have? Yes! Buck 19 to this pin. It's not tucked, it's not weird. What's the catch? What's the catch? There's no catch here. If you can get the ball close enough, you're probably looking at a birdie. There really is no catch that I can see here, other than the 13 stimp grains. Okay, I need that to go right. We're a mile away. We're on the green though, that's pretty good. For birdie, but I would venture to say you're probably gonna get hit by lightning twice before making this. $45 down, 11 is going to be 34-ish. I don't think I hit that enough. We'll see if it'll dribble because of that stimp. That ain't a bad shot, guys. All right, here's a hole I think I had collider trouble on. You want to stay well away from these colliders. Oops, I mean tree. Did I say collider? I meant tree. Whoever designed this course here, let's see. Schmidt, Chris, and our Dyer's in there. Dude, fix your colliders. Fix your colliders, guys. The course is hard enough. You don't need to add colliders that are a foot outside the object. Pretty happy with that drive. .188 into the pin with a bit of a headwind. We don't want to roll too far. Pin's on the back of the green. Once we hit the green, let's take a look and see what is going to happen. Do I got to zoom out here? I can't zoom out. We kind of want to hit to the left or on the right and let it kind of dribble over, because there's a low spot. There's a low spot on the green right here. So we kind of want to hit like right here. And if we don't get the ball up in the air, we're going to have collider trouble. It's a pretty decent looking shot. Sit. It's got to sit though. It didn't sit. We're not in too bad a position there. I'll take that all day long. I was going to crack a your mama joke there, but I will spare everyone that horror. Ball's going to come out a little right, and then it's going to want to roll a little more right. Let's at least give ourselves a fighting chance here. 6. Oh, I don't know if I could have done that any differently, folks. That's just a tough shot. "13-footer here. So close. Good tee shot, good approach shot. Just should have taken less club. Here we're going to do everything we can to avoid tree trouble. We might be all right. I don't know, 230 something maybe, 240. Don't even think about hitting these tree branches, peeps. Three wood from kind of the back of the stance here. That just flew through 2 trees and didn't hit a collider. I think I gotta eat my hat. That's pretty crazy. No collider. All right, we can play this a little aggressive, but not too. A win, semi-rough. And I don't want to blow by the hole because I got a downhill putt if I do that. Let's see if we can drain a birdie here. Maybe bend it in, 7-footer. Just got to hit a nice, gentle shot here. Just like that, baby. Down to 2 over again. All right, so I can see something weird up here. I'm also gonna get a drink of water. Forget it. Let's take a look at our target. Tough little target. Tough little target. 58. Oh, it's way short. Goodness gracious, what'd you do there, buddy? Toey, little toey and fat, 138 carry, 124 carry. I don't think that that'd have made a difference, but I think we just bought ourselves another bogey unless we can get this up real cute to the pin here. Okay, we need to hit like a 52 yard chip here because of the, you know why. All right, that one was a little bit different. 83, and it was 43 yard carry here and 28 yard carry here. So not quite half, more than half. It's honestly kind of frustrating because you just have to know what the penalty out of the bunker is, and it's like, how do I know that? 15 feet here. Beautiful putt. 189 yard par 3. We don't need to hit quite that far though. We're probably gonna bounce over that bunker, bounce over it. I can't hit my irons today. It's it's just one of them days, guys. What do we do there? It was just thick. It was just a little thick. Let's take a look at the green. It's low on the right. We need to make sure to not be low. So maybe come in from over here. 33. Damn double chip. Damn double chip. Damn it. Sit. Damn it, dude. That was not, we did not have to take that bogey. I wish that didn't happen on the golf course, but it does. It does. It actually happens more on the golf course, especially to beginner golfers. It happens quite often. I don't do it too much anymore, but some of my guys, some of my friends that are starting out golfing, they do it quite a bit. That ball was nuked. Sit. You actually gonna give me a fairway? Oh my God, it gave me a fairway. 152 from an okay lie. Get right. It's going a little right. It's way too long though. Crap. Crap on a cracker. Are we short-sighted too? We're slightly short-sighted. Ball's gonna want to go left. What do we got to do? We got to hit at least 13 to get to the fringe. I don't know. Maybe if I open the club up more, but we just probably bought ourselves another bogey. This is a hellaciously long putt here. 62 feet. And I didn't hit it. HLA wasn't bad. Half a degree off left. This is for bogey. Hopefully we can get this in and not buy a double. I strongly dislike double bogeys. Okay, almost missed it. HLA was 1 degree off to the right, but that's really no different than my other putter. I think once I dial in this lab putter, it shouldn't be a problem anymore. Okay, this green on 11 that's a sucker pin. It's trying to get you to hit in the bunker, so let's see if we can not do that. The ball's gonna come in pretty hot. Let's see if we can actually hit a crisp iron shot here. I don't know what's going on, but it's just not happening today. And that was not crisp either. We might be in the fairway, but probably just bought ourselves another bogey, especially with these pin positions where they are. Target heat map. Not much going on here. Let's just attack the pin. You got to be kind of accurate or you'll hit the bump, and that's pretty tricky. Not bad. I'd say not too much going on with this putt, especially with our HLA these days, mostly being to the right. 13, 14 feet here. Yeah, the HLA got us there. That was an unnecessary bogey. Just need to be a little more cognizant of everything. Okay, we're 5 over. I don't love it. Uh-oh. Went right under it. That just made this hole considerably harder. We're not even gonna get a fairway. Okay, we got work to do. That was a really shitty shot. I don't even do that on the golf course is the embarrassing part. Okay, hopefully we don't have tree trouble. I think we're gonna have tree trouble. 109 yards, gap wedge. Let's see if we can pop one up nice and high here, but the colliders on these trees are insane. What the hell? Come on, man. Come on. Okay. These bogeys are cheap today, boy. You don't need hardly any money to buy a bogey today. 9. Distance control, distance control, distance control, distance control. For bogey, so we're looking at a double, maybe a triple here. Nice little hosel rocket off the tee. 41, 50, 54 feet or so here. Okay, let's get out of here with our double and go home. No more hosel rockets off the tee. Shooting ourselves in the foot. Pretty short par 4 here. Pretty good contact, but we're gonna have tree trouble. Might be able to go over. Going over that tree is gonna be a stretch. Let's try to go under it. 133, let's hit a 3-wood. Pin is in a spot where it's easy to hit a bunker here. Okay, nuked that ball past the pin. Could be worse. Let's see if we can get this tight and not take another stroke here. 9. Sit, don't make me putt, don't make me putt. All right, 7 over par. Okay, 493. It's important to get a drive here. That being said, Pretty well nuked. Let's see if we can not go in that bunker. Is it going to give us a fairway? No, sir. 267 though. 226 to the pin, but it's over a pond. You got to be pretty dumb to take this shot. I'm not that good. Uh, 185 here. All right, did it again. So I've noticed I don't think we've hit any tree colliders yet. Yeah, another toey shot. 107 to a bit of a sucker pin here behind the water. We want to come in from a little high. Maybe drop the ball like here. And we know that that damn gap wedge goes way further than advertised, so we're not going to hit that. Sit. Seven foot nine, 6'9" here. Much welcome birdie. Dropped us back down to 6 over after 14. 4 holes left. 4 holes of golf, folks. All right, this is the one hole. Bit of a sucker pin. We need to hit obviously 135 to fly the bunker. Let me take my 8-iron here. Sit. Beautiful shot. Boy, is she rolling out though. We might need to chip the ball from there. Nah, we can putt. .52, 53 feet here. I don't know if I hit it. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, maybe just bought ourselves a bogey. They're cheap. Bogeys are cheap. 9 foot 5 inches. All right, saved our asses there. Still 6 over. .400-yard par 4, good place to maybe score here. You can see the bunkers are guarding that landing zone in the fairway for where a regular Joe would hit a ball. Oh, we nuked it the wrong direction. Shiza. Good drive. Tree trouble. Shoot. shoot, you are not going over this tree at 160 yards. Sorry, don't want to break your heart here. Line. Let's hit a cute little 3-wood here and roll it up. I don't know what else to do. Stupid tee shot. That's not where I wanted to hit the ball. We'll be all right. 40-yarder. We're certainly not short-sighted by any stretch of l'imagination. Let's check out the heat map here. Probably gonna want to go to the right and let it dribble left. Right there, 36, 35 yards or so. Still won't stop. I still got a putt, if you can believe that crap. Let's put this lab putter to work here. 8'11". And mind you, that was with a 0.8 to the right HLA. 534 par 5. Let's see if we can get a scoring opportunity here. Still recording. I keep forgetting to hit stop, which means I'm just going to be doing a lot more editing in DaVinci Resolve. Pretty well nuked. Actually, no, that might go 250. 3-wood here. Let's just rock it. Rock the 3-wood. Rock the Casbah. Rockin' the free world. Hit the tree. Notice I want the ball to hit the collider when it's convenient for me. I am a regular old human just like everyone else. Let's check out our target and our heat map here. I want to hit to the left and low, probably sand wedge. Okay, that's heading for no man's land. What do we do there? Toey. I usually don't hit that club toey, but there's a first for everything, ain't there? Okay, depending on where we land the ball, it's either going to go right or left. Let's try to land in that region there. Roll over. That's not what I tried to do. I would be lying if I told you that. I thought that shot was short. I thought that shot was short. All right, for you long hitters who can put a ball high in the air, boy oh boy. For regular people like me, I'm just going to try to fly this bunker. Eighteenth hole here, 6 over par after 17 glorious holes at this semi-unforgiving golf course. It's not as unforgiving as Oakmont was, though. I'll tell you that. Think we're gonna like that as long as it slows up. Might not be on the fairway, but that's fine. GS Pro does not like fairways. You don't get too penalized. I think that's one of the best shots we've had off the tee here on 18 in the many, many rounds we've played at Detroit here. Let's look at the heat map here for hopefully the last time. We can get sort of cute here. We've got a bit of a backstop, but it's not a big one. 158. That's tough. Irons aren't really firing today. That's actually a decent shot. It's not gonna get a members bounce though. It felt pretty pure, but just something wasn't right about it. 157 carry, 143 carry. 21. I wanted to hit that a little further. So this is for par, so we are going to get out of here probably 7 over here. This is quite a difficult putt. 2110 plus a foot is going to put us at like 33 feet here. Doesn't look like it though. And I didn't hit the ball. It was actually 33 feet. If we don't make this, we're gonna get out of here with another 80. Did it to myself. I don't even know what to say. Okay, that's 2. Put down your purse, Susie putts there for a double. That sucks. Okay, that's a pair of 80s. So we'll be 16 over par, as you know from the previous round. I think the leader is 16 or 15 under par. But there's no way we're gonna place anywhere near the top in the pro. You gotta be playing well beyond scratch golf to get 15 under par over 36 holes. There's the scorecard. It's not that clean. We had a few unnecessary bogeys. We've got the 3 birdies, which is a good sign, right? We're playing 6,800 yard tees and we're having birdie looks, which is a good thing. I'm proud of that. I'm not gonna talk any crap about that. Let's look at the stats and then close out this hour and 41 minute video. That's quite a long video. It's already 7 p.m. my time. Okay, we got 6 pars, 3 birdies, 7 bogeys, 2 doubles, no double pluses. That was a double plus free round. 263 was the longest drive that hit the fairway. It certainly was not the longest drive. And then our average and best ball speeds are pretty good, but we only hit 3 fairways, so you've only got a pretty small cross section of data. 28 putts, 1 sand save, 4 greens, 3 fairways. You're just not going to score well hitting 4 out of 18 greens. I don't know what to tell you. Hopefully that ain't news. And that's all I got, guys. That was Detroit, both rounds of Detroit. GC for the SGT Pro. I'm running out of stuff to play, but I've got a round of golf tomorrow, which is Saturday, and then another round of golf on Sunday, so I don't know how much I'm going to be in the simulator anyway. And then hopefully Flying Fat Kid and I are able to get to our scramble, but we've had some trouble doing that lately. We're busy. We're not in the same time zone. Sometimes it's difficult. I do love playing with you though, brother. All right, guys, back to the GS Pro splash screen. I appreciate your patronage, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.